hello there. Oh, didn't see you there. This little guy is Lumi, and he's here to watch the games to hopefully bring us some luck. Hello, this is Draco, and welcome. We are gonna do some Modern League with Monoblue Merfolk again. Last time we had a great one. We went 4-1 with the new updated list that we're gonna take back into the fray and hopefully get that trophy. Really close last time. We were unlucky to meet up with the Yorkmoth in the final and didn't manage to pull out a win. So that was really unfortunate. So today we're gonna run it back and hopefully we can get the trophy this time around. So stay tuned for that one. Before we jump into the game, many of you who follow me know that I really is engaged with nostalgia and old school Magic cards. I even have a cube entirely dedicated to old border Magic, and I want to just talk a bit about some of the cool cards from a old set called Portal and Portal 3 Kingdoms. So I want to check, show you these cards here, just because they are in my cube, and I really think that they are really nice, cool cards in general. So let's see if we can fetch them up here. So this one is the first one. I wanted to show you Ravages of War, which is a functional reprint of Armageddon. They just did it again, but this time called Ravages of War, which means that this is actually featured in many of the old school cubes, like Moto's Vintage Cube. It has been prominently featured. And it says Destroy Lands, and that's exactly what Armageddon does. But because it's a beginner set, Portal and Portal 3 Kingdoms were beginner set that was actually kind of they was not as successful. Many people didn't play it. It has to have this really friendly beginner's text in parentheses saying, oh, when we say destroy lands, this includes your lands. Okay, I didn't figure that. Thank you. But really cool card, and also quite a hefty value on this card. It's really rare, so they didn't sell that much Portal 3 Kingdoms, so that's why these cards are worth a lot. Another one I wanted to show, which is one of my favorites, old school Portal cards, is Jungle Lion. A really good beatdown card. Here, the original printing from Portal. 1 mana 2/1 that can't block. And back in the day it says Jungle Lion can't intercept. Okay, you can intercept. Crazy wording for that one. But notice that it had in the power toughness, it had the little sword and a little shield to be really beginners friendly to people, so people understand that the first one is your power and the second one is your toughness. Okay, got it. We also have the Fire Imp, which is another cool creature. Actually, again, a good card. A 3 mana 2/1, really nice. But when it comes into play from your hand, it deals 2 damage to any one creature. And if you are the only player with creatures, Fire Imp deals 2 damage to one of your creatures. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. So I guess that people when they were beginners, were playing this card and accidentally shooting it themselves or their own creatures with it. So glad that they figured that out and got it to get the communicated well. Another really nice card which has been reprinted in Vintage Masters is Kongming, Sleeping Dragon. Here you see it in the original printing. All of these cards are in the cube, in my cube, by the way. Really cool cards, and I like the art as well. And you can see the printing is in 1999. And Kongming is actually an anthem on legs for all your creatures. So it's like a Glorious Anthem, but it costs 4 mana for a 2/2. That's actually a really good card, right? 4 mana 2/2 that immediately buffs up your team. So I really like this card. Another cool card is let's see here if I can find it. Is the we have the this one is a cool one. Lu Sun. Let's find him. Lu Sun. Scholar General, also been reprinted in Commander Anthology. Here you have him in the original printing from Portal 3 Kingdoms. Lucian's Scholar General, a blue legend, 4 mana 1/3, with horsemanship. Horsemanship, yeah, that didn't catch on. It was like an updated, a new version of flying. So the concept is that it actually works exactly as flying would do, just that you have to have the horsemanship to be able to block it. So this creature can't be blocked except by creatures with horsemanship. So kind of the same as with flying. But of course, pretty stupid, and it didn't really catch on. But looking at the creature card, and also, it is also in the cube, actually just means that horsemanship, because there exists no horsemanship, this is just unblockable. And Lusun has the effect that when it damages your opponent, you may draw a card. So this is really strong. Really nice card. Yeah, that was some of the cool cards. And I like to sometimes show old cards. This was just a throwback back to the old school days of playing these old cards. So, but let's get into the modern action here. Before I jump into a really short deck tech today, because I really want to get playing with the Mono Blue Merfolk, just a small reminder. Of course, it would mean a lot if you like what I do here to like my video, and of course subscribe to my channel. That would be really nice. So hopefully you would do that, and let's get into the action here. So the things I like here with this mono blue list is we have a really good mana base. I think we have a good combination of lands that can produce value in Muda Vault beating down or Cavern of Souls protecting from counterspells. Of course, we do not have that many one drops. Merfolk is sorely lacking a good one drop, and I don't think there's any good one drops besides Tide Chipper and Ethervile that's relevant for this archetype. But consider Glasspool Mimic being a one drop, because this allows us to have this being a modal card, it allows us to have something to do on turn 1 when you don't have a good play. And also remember to use Tide Chipper in turn 1 when you know you're up against a blue mage that just want to beat down. So that would be really nice to sometimes just do that. We have 8 lords in this list, and then we have the 2 extra spreading seas, so we can get all our creatures unblockable. Primarily, I like to look into what's the cards that's adjustable in the list, and we have the 3 force negations and the 4 subtleties. Subtleties is really good right now. Invitational Merfolk card. This lets us pitch Glasspool Mimics or cards that are not relevant at the moment, like a Spreading Seas that don't really work. If you're playing against a deck that you can't do that much with Spreading Seas wise, then Subtlety is just great. 1 Kira, there's a lot of removal, so I like that as well. So this is the opt we're doing here. Sideboard wise, not much to say. We have Chalices for the Cascade decks and the Flusterstorm. I like the Singleton. A lot of dismembers just to get rid of drag events primarily. Another Force Negation. This is potentially really good sometimes. 1 Brazen Borrow and a couple of counterspells. One consideration is getting in 1 more counterspell, and I don't really know what we should remove to put that in. We either should remove maybe the Singleton Brazen Borrow, but that is sometimes really good. We could also remove Flusterstorm. Flusterstorm is also performing really well. Or we could take out one of the dismembers. But when we side in dismembers, it is really good because it's a removal spell. But let's get into the action. We don't want to stay and do nothing too much. So let's play a Modern League here. Yes, this is the one. I think this is the list here. Let's go. Oh, we have only 14 weeks until this ends. Okay, let's get into the action. And we have ourselves a match. Hey, and I can see we have Castro in the chat. Welcome, bro. Good to have you here. What's this now? What is this? I'm not hating this hand at all. We up against DT Russo from 92, so he's a young man. It's good. He mulligans, and we are on the draw. I like this hand. It's pretty slow, but we have we can pitch one of the Surveyor Loons for 4, which is why it's fine to have 4 of these. We can play Adept on 2. And we maybe if we flood out, we can even use Otavara really well. So let's keep it. Yeah, he might be a young non-man. A young person. Oh, seems like we know this how this is going. Let's draw Ethervile here. Pretty nice. Orphan Lances, not bad. Not bad at all. So this could be Murktide, and they'll probably play something instant speed here. No, nothing. What's this now? This is a guy with Counterspell. Then Trickster's a pretty good draw. I rather want a Trickster than playing a creature into his Counterspell here. So let's just play down Otavara. Then we can Adept in our own turn. Here comes Consider. Do 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 do. A Flooded Strand. Here comes the pain, bro. Okay. Yes, let's just play it on Motor Vault. Let's see what he does here. Come on, Lumi. Let's do this. Fist bump. Okay. I think I want to do something here. We are beating him down. That's fine. Next turn we can also attack with the Motor Vault, but I think it makes sense to play the Adept. And yeah, he'll probably counter it, but I don't think that's too bad. That's not too big of an issue. So I think it's still worth getting one creature card down. He'll counter this, but it is not really that important. We have one more. Yeah, I think this is the right play. Here comes the Counterspell, and next turn if we draw a land, we can play down Adept and Lord. Okay, I think he's going for the Archmage's Charm. No. Yeah, here comes Archmage's Charm. Oh, it's Counterspell. It is Counterspell. Okay, that's fine, bro. DT Russo. Expressive Iteration. Small Consideration countering this. Maybe he will miss his land drop, and then we can resolve something like a Sverloon. Also, this means that he won't get a sorcery in his graveyard. So I actually think it's worth consider forcing this. What else could we actually force? In my turn, I'm gonna tap out probably. So let's do this. Just pitching a Sverloon. That means that he'll go further away from Delirium. Hopefully he'll also miss a land drop. Yeah, we like it, Castro. Aggressively forcing. Look at this. He taps out. Okay, with no mystical disputes here. A Cavern of Soul. Ooh, whammy. This is crazy. Now I can resolve Sverloon. Let's attack first. Sverloon. Cavern of Soul is pretty nice here. He kills it in response. He's still 2 cards away from getting Delirium. He has only instants and so he needs to Expressive Iteration. Yeah. I don't think he can do this. He needs to be really lucky here. Yeah. He's putting Counterspell into his graveyard, so he doesn't get Delirium now. He still only has instant and land. Yeah, instant and land. He's up to 3 now. He needs to get a creature in now. Maybe he can get it. He did. Okay, so that's really bad for us. Now we can kill it. But we can draw back, playing Adept and Lord of Lenses here. Ah, can't believe he got it. He needs to have the Unholy Heat as well. But if he cracks the Macer's Bubble, then he has Delirium. Yeah, here you got. There you go. Well done by him. So, we die on Sverloon, unfortunately. but he's 1 card, and we can board out. He's on 13, so I'm not hitting this position. Subtlety. That's a pretty interesting draw. Means that let's see what we draw from the adept first, because I want to just board out here. That's absolutely perfect. Then we have something to pitch, and I want to play the Lord here. So now, if he plays Murktide, we'll Subtlety it. So we can't do anything about that. But we're gonna beat him down pretty hard. Murktide. He's gonna play Murktide now, and we can Subtlety it. He attack first, that's fine. Let's draw a Trickster next turn to handle his Strength Race Channeler. Let's see how much he exiles. Probably a lot, right? Nah, that's why he wanted to attack first, because he's gonna exile so much he's gonna lose Delirium. Oh, only 5 cards, okay. Meaning he can replay it next turn. But doing it here would be a big tempo swing. Then he needs to replay it and do all sorts of stuff. So let's just do that. This is primarily a tempo play, and that's what I always say with the Subtlety. That the reason why it's good in Merfolk is that you can actually use the tempo it provides. He put it on top, but look at how much damage we're gonna give here. Let's draw a Lord. That's a Lord. Look at all this damage. It goes to 1 here. I don't think there's a world where he can win this. He can play his Murktide. But 1 HP, 4 lethal threats, most of them unblockable. I wonder if they're bringing in Murktide Regent. I wonder if they're bringing in Furies. Probably are, right? Which means that the subtleties are still great. I don't like force negations. I do like my relics. We do like dismembers. We do like Brazen Borrower. We do not like what do we not like? Sprint Seas. We do not like that. Maybe we don't even like Type Taper that much. Normally I cut a couple of masters as well. I don't like Counterspell. It's a bit too slow, especially on the draw. It's bad. So maybe just cut 2 masters or 2 Type Tapers. Or maybe 1 of each. This is fine. Both of them are pretty subpar. Type Taper is good because it can go in the beatdown early, but it's actually not that we need to raise them necessarily. We just need to handle their threats. And Kira is good in this matchup. They have so much removal. This hand has no lands. No, I want to have lands in my hands. And this is much better. Let's keep the relic. We're just gonna send back. Maybe we just send back Mutavault or Borrow. Or Borrow is actually fine to send back. Because the Vial will help us play the Lord anyways. This card I actually don't like. It does so much, you know, so much hassle, and it has to have so many triggers, and it triggers on my turn, and it triggers on his turn, and all that jazz. It's Delirium already. Maybe is this where we played the Relic before the Vial? It's not. We need to get the Vial down as fast as possible. But next turn I play the Relic rather than the Adept. We want to get the Relic value up and running fast as possible. Oh my god, it's a Counterspell. Look at the man. Ooh, another Vial. This is actually interesting, because what we can do is that we can play the Vial, hopefully he'll counter that. I don't want to play the Adept into a Counterspell. We can Vial it next turn. The Vial is pretty annoying, so let's play that, see if it counters it. If it does, we can Relic. Yeah, look at how we go. We bait this out. Perfect. Perfect. Now we can play the Relic. This is really good for us. I'll do the Chef's Kiss. Expressive iteration. Go up to 2 on Vial here. I think we are... Ooh, Trickster. Interesting. Here we have a free play, just to play out the Lord. I mean the Adept. So maybe we should start by doing that. Just getting an Adept in play is fine. There's no need to beat in yet. You want to just show the Lord, it's fine. Oh, Svelum. There's a small consideration to cracking the Relic, because he will be able to play Murktide, but if he does, we can just tap it down. There's real consideration for cracking the Relic now. He can play Murktide in his turn, and he definitely has Murktide in hand. And if I crack the Relic now, he won't be able to. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to do that. That's of course a risk, but he hasn't played any of his Dragon Ridge Channelers, and we do have the answer for Dragon Ridge Channeler. Let's do that. Isn't that the right play? Murktide Regent. Yeah. Okay. So he can exile his graveyard and play it for 3 mana next turn. Holding up mana for anything. I think we'll crack this now. We can actually do something pretty crazy next turn here. Oh, the Ledger Shredder. Not much I can do here. I don't want to put in the Lord because he has one more removal spell. So it's better to put this on the stack and now put in the Lord now. We don't have to take this up yet. Or should we? I don't think we need to. There's a little argument for dismembering the Ledger Shredder. But I don't think I'm that worried about that one. I'd rather want to see if I can resolve a Svealoon here. He could have a Mystical Dispute. Maybe that's exactly what he's holding up for. In that case, I think it's better to play the Mimic. And we should have attacked with Murktide. I should have thought this through better. Because it suddenly was like, yeah, let's just play it out. But Mystical Dispute is so obvious that what he has. Why doesn't he kill the Lord for Lances in this case if he had the Lightning Bolt instead? So I don't think I want to do that. I think it's better just to kill off the Ledger Shredder here. And then we're just gonna hold up 2 blue mana. Maybe he'll think this is a counterspell. So we just pass, and then we let the vial go up to 3 next turn. Then we can start vialing in creatures. I'm just afraid this was just a Mystical Dispute. And with the vial being able to cheat in these creatures next turn, and the next turn after, I think it's not the worst here. Okay, nothing. Dress down. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So what we could do is to maybe just attack with 2 2/2s, and then we have the Trickster. But they'll lose, so we don't have any ETB effects. But what can he actually cheat in here? He does nothing he can really cheat in. We could also just attack with Mutavault and then just put in the something from Vial. There's different options here. I think I want a Violent Svealoon. So attacking with Mutavault is decent. Or it's better just to hold up Trickster. Just for his turn. Probably better to hold up the Trickster. This is tough. No, let's hold up Trickster. We're gonna have some big dragon action here. Another dress down. Maybe we just put in the Mimic now instead, just as a 2/2. Problem is failed with this is indestructibility is not relevant at this time, so I'm just gonna put this in. Copy the Lord. I think I'm gonna hold Trickster. We are slowly, surely beating him down. Keep this on 3. Okay, not the worst. I don't think much changes here. Let's just attack, and then we actually have a lot of things we can do. It's going down to 4. We're gonna pass. All these dress downs are slowing the game down. Not too bad for us. 4 HP. We have a lot of lethal threats. This is good for us. I don't know what's gonna happen in his head here. Let's just kill the Ledger Shredder now. Let's take this up for the 4 strategies we do have. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I don't see him winning. GG. Thanks for the game, bro. And that was fine. We'll be right back for round 2. And now it's game 2. Or match 2. It's match 2. Lumi, behave now. I know you're bringing good luck, but standing there doing all sorts of crazy things. Hello, Compri Siranak. The no-lander with an Ether Vial and a Glassblood Mimic. He's on the draw. We're on the draw. That's too slow. We mulligan. This is a hand with forced negation in it. Not an interesting hand, but it's functional. Let's just keep it. We can pitch the other 4s to the 4s. Hopefully we get the value out of that one. Then we have a couple of threats. A little bit of interaction. Oh no, it's Yawgmoth. No, it's not Yawgmoth. That's good. I'm glad. That guy. Okay, now we're just gonna play down Tide Shepherd to block. Let's do that. We really don't want to get hit by a Ragavan early. Now he needs to use a removal spell. Maybe we can even force a removal spell. It's Okay, you are getting forced. If I ever saw a card getting forced. Red 6, killing the tide ship on the adept. No comprende, sir. No bueno. No. Don't do that to me. I think we want to play adept. Just make sure we hit our land drops. No need to attack here. You want to hold up a fort, and next turn we can play down the master and start attacking. We reveal the lord, so it's the lord we're putting down. Oof, Tarmogoyf. This is crazy. Salty. So let's put the lord down. It's way too risky to attack here. It's way too risky. Because if he has a removal spell, he can kill off the lord and block. I don't like that. And they have mystical, you know, fatal push, and they have all sorts of stuff here. So I think we're just gonna pass. Could be nice to draw one of the Spraying Seas. Thought Seas? But you're gonna take 2 damage, sir. Junt. Ah, you son of a gun. That was good Thoughtseize. Hats off to him. Whoa, I think you got it, bro. Cleaning up the board. Okay. We don't like either vials because these guys, they are... Alright, still doing that. They have the Riveteer's Charm now, so actually I think they are pretty down on the normal way of killing 2-for-1s. Normally we would take out either vial because of Kolaghan's Command, but I don't see many people, many lists running Kolaghan's Command anymore. Not many guys are running Kolaghan's Command anymore, which means that suddenly it's a bit better. Some are running Ursa Saga, but I don't think we can rely on that. I want to have the Relics in against Tarmogoyf, and we want to have the Dismembers in against Ragavan. Counterspells are pretty good on the draw, on the play here. Maybe Fortification is not the best. Solitude is good against Fury. Kira is good against all the removal spells. I think I want to try to hold in the vials. This is something normally I cut these guys out, but specifically against this guy, if he has no Kolaghan's Command, it's not the worst to keep it in. We can cut down the Spring Seas. And not as important if they're not running the Ursa Saga. I don't know if they do, then we take them back in, but I don't think they are. Then we can cut a couple of masters, would be fine. Some people are cutting adepts because of Ren 6. I don't think that's correct. If they play down the Ren 6 and use the entire turn on doing that, then I'm absolutely fine. I would like to play first, thank you very much. And we have a good hand. Now we can see if he has the Either Vial or not. Or the Kolaghan's Command. Boom, 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 boom. Always Minamo before Otawara. Otawara is much better spell late later on. The reason why it's also sometimes good to side out Vials is because it's a really attrition-based matchup. They have all this removal and especially Thoughtseize. So when they drain our hand from cards, that's pretty tough because Vial is best when you are up cards. And now you can see now comes the Thoughtseize, so he's going to remove one of our options here. Interesting to see what he's going to take actually. But I'm going to test out using Vial in this matchup. I'm not sure it's correct to keep it in. We kept in 3 only. Interesting to do that. I think we want to try to stall his mana a bit. This means that by doing this, he will have no chance of playing Renin 6. And next turn, we can double Lord. He'd probably have a way of killing off the Tideshipper, but I think it's better getting it down now. Get down there, Tideshipper. Go do your thing. Here comes the red mana and the Ragavan with dash. Interesting line. Interesting line. It's really tempting to not block, but giving him a treasure token is not the best. This typically means that they have another Ragavan in hand. They can't play anything from my side of the table. The Tideshipper is seeming to be really important since you want to trade off the Ragavan. Maybe we take a 1 hit from Ragavan here. This is again crazy, but I want to test out crazy shit. And this one, you could argue, what we do here. Exactly, Castro. I think they want to unlock their green mana, so I think we want to test out this, not blocking. We're gonna test this out. We're testing. Probably the correct place to block, but let's just see how this goes. I want to be creative in my lines. Another thing is actually the damage, right? Because putting down 2 lords now, hitting in for 4, pretty nifty. Dismember is interesting, but I still think it's correct just to double lord. Now he needs to kill this lord. He can lightning bolt one of the lords now. Fail push, that's fine. The big question is if I block the Ragavan now. Okay, now he has green mana. No green mana. Why is he not fetching something? And they had the Colligans command. Oh my lord. Okay, so the Violet is going out. Some of the new list does not run Colligans commands, but let's remember to get out the Vial. That's a good draw. Now we have Dismember up and another threat on board. Good 2 for 1 for him, but we have a Mutavault going in next turn as well. And it's unblockable with a Tideshipper in play. It's not unreasonable to have the Tideshipper being a really important card here. Now I think we want to dismember this one. See you later, bro. I have to go for lethal. He removed the Lord, going down to 3. Meaning if we draw a Lord next turn, we got him. Any Lord will do. But we have only 4 left. So, Liliana. Make me discard. Okay. I was too fast there. I clicked through. I should have activated Muda Vault, but it's fine. Okay, we're top deck mode. I couldn't really allow the Ragavan to sit there. If he drew a removal spell, he could start getting the Ragavan value. So I think I had to push in with the Muda Vault. Another Ragavan. That's pretty good for him. That's also not the worst. Ah, nice. This means that he can't attack with the Ragavan. And we can draw Dismember. Ren 6. That doesn't really do anything since we just this is clunky for him. I like it. Let's draw a Trickster for the win. No. Does this change anything? I wanna definitely play the land, but I'm considering. I'm considering if I should attack with the Muda Vault here, trading with the Ragavan. If we wait, we have the option of drawing a Lord, which would be pretty good. And also drawing the Trickster, killing him immediately. I think we need to, yeah, let's stay back. I agree. Step back here. A couple of lands from the top deck here is not what I wanted. Oh no, he drew the removal spell. Luckily he hit a Cavern of Souls. Okay. Fury. So a Lord will win the game here. Svalun is not a Lord. But it's something. So we're gonna take 8. We have to block. So here he asks us to sacrifice, and I think we will sacrifice the Muda Vault. This time around we'll sacrifice the Muda Vault. The good, oh wow, he didn't. I thought here the good play for him would be to attack with the Fury. Okay, let's see what we do here. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now we can just attack in. See what we draw from the attacking. So he trades off here, we can play another one. Then he can Liliana sacrifice it. We need to draw something here. What we can do is that we can consider not playing it, because then he will Liliana, making us discard our island, and then we will take a hit from the Ragavan, which is dangerous. Playing the Svelun will just make him sack with Liliana, and then we are not in a good position. So I think we need to just pass and hopefully draw a Trickster next turn. This means that he'll hit us with the Ragavan for 1 turn, which is dangerous. Damn, Ragavan is hitting us now. And he can play the Lord. So I think we are done for here. Maybe it would have been better, yeah, to play out the and then make him forced to remove the Liliana. We can bounce the Lord of Atlantis with Otavara when he asks to discard. Let's wait for him to do that. Then we discard the Lord. I still think it's better. You can also play that. And the Fury. Yeah, and now he can make us discard the card. We are done. Damn. We have 1-1 in the league, and we'll be right back with the next game. And we are back for round 3. Let's get into the match. And remember, if you like what I do here, remember to give a like to the video and subscribe to my channel. It's much appreciated. And I enjoy you guys following and commenting in the chat. So this is Benny Hills, and Benny Hills I think was an original rapper in the 90s, and now he's converted into being a professional Magic card player. So that's pretty interesting backstory from the opponent. And this land, yeah, this is a land hand. This hand is full of lands. Let's mulligan. This is actually absolutely fine. We need the 2 lands, so let's just pitch back one of the tricksters. He doesn't really give us any information. It's not a Yoran deck. So in that case, let's just chill on it. I think we are cubing on Saturday, Castro. Oh no! This is living end. I think we're cubing. And I've updated the cube. The nostalgia cube. This is gonna be so crazy good. Because I like to update the cube all the time. Benny Hills is still doing it. You can see in the list in the chat, Thoughtseize. Or Inquisition. We took out the Adept. Actually, I don't think it's Living End, since they are playing Mrs. Bobble and Inquisition. I think we're just up against Junt again. In that case, I think it's best... It's tight. Why is it taking the Adept? Maybe he has more... I don't really need the either vial. I think it's better to get the mana off. If draw land, we can double spell next turn. You're taking a lot of damage, Benny. Back in your heydays of hip hop, it didn't matter. But you're not a young man anymore, Benny. Okay, exact same situation, but this time around, I think I'll block. Because he has a green mana right there. Funny that the dash trigger is still there. Pretty nice. I think in this case, let's just pay out the master. The Merfolk Trickster is good against Tarmogoyf and stuff like that. He's on 10. If you draw our Spreading Seas. Ah, that's unfortunate. Now he's gonna discard the Merfolk Trickster. He can even replay it next turn as a 6/6. So it's the craft version. And the relics are good. I don't think there's any reason to play out Otavara except for not getting it discarded here. Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, he has exhausted our resources, and by playing the Croxa next turn, which is probably going to be his optimal play, we're going to lose the Otavara. But if he doesn't play the Croxa, I really want to have the Otavara, but we can't really play the Otavara. I think we just play it. We can't even discard in response. You know, if you could cast it in response, it would be fine. I think it's... I don't want to do it here. Then if we draw Subtlety, we can cast it. And here we have the Croxa. This is Junt Day. Junt Day. Not the worst. I think we're just gonna cast this now. We're gonna hope this on 2. I mean, if you draw a Spreading Seas at any time, is he really gonna attack? You are crazy, sir. He's hitting us down to 8. So that means that he has much removal. I think double blocking is just conceding, so I didn't want to do that. Ren 6, getting back, shooting for what? I don't know. Okay. Means that he has Tarfire. Yeah, okay. So we die from the Croxa hit if we don't discard a land, and we could discard the Warlock Grove, but I think the losing play is to sit and do that. I think it's better to play down the Warlock Grove and crack it here. Let's see, we'll draw. Now we have a land, so that's much better. I want to try to kill off the Ren 6. It doesn't really matter hitting him for 2. I think we're gonna get killed off here. No, he doesn't have it. That's really good for us. Let's just start chaining some adepts into tricksters, into stuff. So he's probably gonna go for the attack. That's unfortunate. Okay, so which version is he running? Which version is he running? We just tested it before, and we got beat by the vile guys. So I think we learned our lesson. We're still gonna take out the relic, especially against Kruxa. The dismembers are good against Ragavan. Considering Counterspell. We don't like the force indications. We like the subtlety. We can pick in one Counterspell. Spring Seize is not so interesting. Maybe cut one Spring Seize. Put in one more Counterspell. I think Counterspell is good on the play. Hi Scara, you will die if you discard a land. Oh yeah, right. It's a non-land we need to discard. That's right, he had us no matter what. Let's play first here. If I keep this at eye, that's mulligan. This is better. I think here we can actually... This is actually a really nice hand. Let's keep this and just pitch the island. This is a hand. You can't even hit us that well with Thoughtseize. Yeah, hi Scar. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you have ever watched some of my content before, but I am... My YouTube channel is youtube.com/c/DracoWing, and I am playing all of these games to record them as well. So it's coming up on YouTube, and there's a lot of content there. So nice to have you here. Traverse the Ulvenwald. Okay. Cool that they're running that. Always get the relic value, right? Oh, it's for me. He's waiting for me. Sorry, bro. He didn't want to crack the bubble. That's interesting. Now he does it now. Drawing the Motor Vault. Does that change anything? I'm glad Scara. Scara says that he feels entertained. Are you not entertained? That's a reference for boomers. Gladiator 1998. What a movie. Only consideration is which land to play, and since I'm playing... oh my god. Playing a nurture... He's finding the nurture peat land. That's... When they're playing that, it's never a good sign for them. There could be a consideration for attacking in next turn, right? With Motor Vault, if anything crazy happens, like... No. No, not really. Let's just play the... Oh yeah, Castro, that's actually true. We went to the movies together in 1998 watching Gladiator. The year after we went to the movies again and watched The Matrix. Those were the movies you had to watch in the cinema back in the days. This is very unfortunate, but I don't think I can subtlety this. If a subtlety, I won't have. Yeah, okay. If a subtlety, he can't do it anymore. Then I have to throw away the adept. Then I think it's actually worth it. He's just gonna run away with the game with this Ren 6. Let's do this. This is crazy, but we have to do it. It's also the matter that the Ren 6 is getting worse here because when I play the Lord, the adepts cannot be killed by the Ren 6 anymore. So I play this one down. And this one down. It's fine to have in multiples, these guys. And if you wanna, replay the Ren 6 here, it's really bad. Did he actually put it on top? Yeah, he put it on top, so he has it in his yeah, unless he can kill off the Lord. If he can kill off the Lord and then play the Ren 6. Yeah, so now we can play the Ren 6 and add it, but then we can kill the Ren 6, right? With the Mutavault. Yeah. That's also really tempting to do. They have two Reverie Charms, they have two Terminates. Both Reverie Charm and Terminate kills it, but a Thought Seizing Inquisition also kills it. I think this is the window we do it in. Crazy that they're running Tarfire. Reverie Charm. Terminate. Ooh, nothing. Not nothing. It's a good card, but he's on 7. Is it returning to the swamp? Okay. Okay, we can take him off the green mana from the stomping ground. He can't kill the Sverloon, so we just attack here. And I think we rather want to attack him than the Renesec. Doesn't matter, he's going to block with the Elemental token no matter what. So let's just attack the Renesecs. Not knowing that you draw the island is hopefully this stalls him a bit. I think actually we should consider cracking the relic here, so he can't Ren 6. Scara, yeah, you're right. Let's do that. We don't want to block anyways. Trickster. Trickster's not the worst. We can get Sverloon indestructible now as well. Yeah, this interaction here, that's what Scara is referring to. It's pretty really strong. It's in a stronger scale of stuff you can do, right? But I think it's more Ren 6 that's a problem than it's the Peatland. That's annoying. That's how it is. Yeah, I know I could have corrected the Relic in response. I don't think that's the right play. The Relic is really, really good in this matchup. And we needed to exile the Cruxer. I'll let him double block here. Oof, subtlety is great. Now we just pass with subtlety up. But it's a good line. Good to hold, you know, be aware of that line. Yeah. P-land. That is pretty strong. But the subtlety is amazing here. Okay. You can only take the Sphere Loon and you will have perfect formation. He didn't want anything to do with that. On the play, I don't want, and I think actually I don't want the force. I don't want the counterspells on the draw. It's too slow. So we are either putting in Brazen Borrowers, or Force Negations, or Spreading Seas. Spreading Seas is good in this matchup. I don't really think it is. I think we can do with just have the having the we have no Ursa Saga over there, so I'm gonna take this one out, and then these 3 cards are coming in. Force Negation is not amazing in this matchup, but it does counter the Ren 6 early. And the Brazen Borrower is just something to do. Flying is great against him. I agree. This seems like it's not Saga based. A Boomer Junt deck. This is actually for me a keeper. It's not amazing in any stretch, but we have the Dismember for the early Rag event, we have the Relic, which is good to get out early, and we are on the draw, so only one land will get us to start getting value with the Adept, so let's try to keep this. 1 land and 2 draws, we can do it. Yeah. Inquisition. I think I would be taking the Adept if I was him. Look how much they respect the Relic. Sorry. And also, of course, Relic is Relic is pretty great against him, and it also you can sack it to get the land. You can draw the land out. And now I can take the Adept. But we have a lot of time here because he's doing pretty much nothing. Interesting, sir. Crazy that he didn't want to take the... I can't... Yeah, okay. I don't exactly know why he wouldn't want to put down the Dismember, then have the Ragvan in play. Tarmogoyf, that's pretty good. Do we really subtlety that? Just for the tempo. Then I need to draw a land, and then I can Surveyor Loon, and then we're up and running. The Tarmogoyf is gonna kill me too fast. He took it on top. Tarmogoyf on top. Land. Another land, but another really great card. Unfortunately, we need to use this on the Tarmogoyf. So the Tarmogoyf can come down. We can't use Trickster yet. Okay. I'll let him choose here. Because I rather want to have this Fair Loon in play. If I play down the Trickster, he might. Yeah, then if I play down the Trickster, I would just have a 2-2. That doesn't really matter. Then he can play the Tarmogoyf to block. Oof, he doesn't have anything. There's real consideration for Trickstering here. But I think it's better to use the Trickster on his Tarmogoyf. Here comes the Unholy Heat. Cavern of Souls. Boop 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 boop. Beep beep beep. Tarmogoyf comes in. So the reason why Tarmogoyf and Trickster is good against Tarmogoyf is because he can tap it down, but he knows about the Trickster. So I think it's actually better just to tap it down now and hit him for 2. Because sitting it there with this idiot here in hand is not gonna do me any good. Because it becomes 0-0. No, 0-1. With all the removal in his deck, I think it's better just to play down. Waiting here is just not good. He's on 5. We have just forced him to stay back. Seal of Fire. Nice old school card. Not hitting this. He can probably kill it off, but then he needs to take 3 damage. No removal spells. So we have 2 lethal threats here. And the Tarmogoyf is long, far away from killing us. We have 3 more Tricksters, we have 2 more Lords, we have even something like Spreading Seas or Tide Shaper to get the Tricksters to be unblockable. And he's drawing the Peatland, which is horrible. So now Spreading Seas would be good. No, it's a land, which means that we can't really attack here. Yeah, these Peatlands are really hurting. We can't do nothing. We need to just pass. I don't think there's any reason to play the land here. We've been flooding out a bit today. Oh my god, that's gotta hurt. Okay, 1 HP. Where's the gut shots now, man? Maybe we're baiting out a... He found another Nurture Peatland. That he can't use. Come on. Okay, that's good. It's not great. It's good. Which means that next turn we are he can't do anything. He has only one land. He only has a Blood Crypt. And he needs to find an answer. He needs to kill off one of our threats. And he can't. And we win the match. And that was really amazing. That was really nice. So perfect. This was also my last game of the night. I've had a long day and it was really cool of you guys to hang out. We are 2-1 in the league and I'll be playing this league finish tomorrow and I'll be back on stream and you can check out when that comes up as well. Thanks for watching, and if you like what I do here, remember to give the video a like, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please also find my Twitter and my Twitch stream in the description box in the YouTube video here. Thanks for watching, guys. This was Draco, and thanks for hanging out. Bye bye.